Hello everybody, this is Tyler here once again from the Other Games channel, back with another DVD Blu-ray video, and this time we have another collection set to showcase. This is Season 18. This was one of the first collection sets to come out. This was the third set to be released, to be exact. And very funny how the first set that was released was Tom Baker's first season, and then, you know, Peter Davison's first season came afterwards, and then this set comes out, and it's Tom Baker's final season as the Fourth Doctor, so... Yep, and also this was the introduction of a couple new companions, Adric, Nyssa, and Tegan, as well as the departure of Romana and K9, and also the first season to be produced by John Nathan Turner, and also the first season to have the iconic... I'm trying to remember the name of the guy who composed the theme song, but it's like, yeah, Peter Howell, that's his name, Peter Howell, the guy who composed the very iconic 80s theme song for Doctor Who. But anyways, without further ado, out of all that stuff out of the way, let's take a look at the artwork. This is some pretty nice artwork, probably my second favorite out of the Tom Baker artworks. I did say the last time that the season 14 one's my favorite, but this one's definitely a close second. There's the starry background from the intro, there's Tom Baker's face right there. Him just simply waving goodbye since this is his final season. And all the villains and monsters on the front, we have the Master played by Anthony Ainley. We have, God, I forgot what this thing's called from Leisure Hive. We got one of the swamp creatures from Meglos. We got Melkur from Keeper of Traken. And I'm trying to remember what this guy's name from Logopolis is. The name has slipped my mind, unfortunately. But there's the BBC logo Doctor Who Collection Season 18, 8 discs, rated 12. Then there's the spine right there. And the very back here. Continuing your Doctor Who archive with this Ultimate Collector's set. The Fourth Doctor's classic final season, all 28 episodes, plus the one-off special K9 and Company, all newly restored on Blu-ray and packed with bonus materials. So the 7 stories, plus an additional one that we have here. We have the Leisure Hive, Meglos, Full Circle, State of Decay, Warrior's Gates, the Keeper of Traken, Logopolis, and the K9 and Company pilots. Brand new features including new audio commentaries from Tom Baker on the Leisure Hive, Lala Ward on State of Decay, optional updated special effects for Logopolis, new Logopolis making of documentary, The Writer's Room, Season 18's writers discuss their work, A Weekend with Waterhouse, Toby Haddock, I believe is how you pronounce his name, spends a weekend with Matthew Waterhouse, who played Adric. Behind the Sofa, new episodes with Tom Baker, John Leeson, June Hudson, Janet Fielding, Sarah Sutton, and Wendy Padbury. Rare behind-the-scenes footage from Logopolis, new and rare archive interviews with Tom Baker, Matthew Waterhouse, and Ian Sears. New 5.1 surround sound mix for Warrior's Gate, production archive material, rarities from the BBC archives. Each disc also features extensive special features previously released on DVD, including documentaries, featurettes, surround sound mixes, audio commentaries, rare footage, production information, subtitles, isolated music scores, and much more. Starring Tom Baker as the Fourth Doctor, Lala Ward as Romana 2, Matthew Waterhouse as, what's-his-face, Adric, Sarah Sutton as Nyssa, and Janet Fielding as Tegan. Very interesting how they didn't, credit John Leeson, who played K9. I think the Season 18 box set in the US might have mentioned him, but correct me if I'm wrong. Here's all that special little info right on the bottom. And now to take the actual set out of its J card like that, we get a good look at the full clean artwork of, you know, the Doctor and all the characters on the front. Spine's the same. And this has got a pretty cool, interesting back. This is from Warrior's Gate. There's the TARDIS right there, and then there's Romana and K9 basically leaving the Doctor, since that was their final story. And then we take a look at the inside here. There we go. So here's the booklet right here, which we'll take a look at right now. And might as well just zoom in on the artwork right there. There's, you know, Tom Baker, the Fourth Doctor, as an old person from Leisure Hive. And then you have the inside. I believe this is from Logopolis, which is pretty lovely artwork. And then on the inside, we have the TARDIS interior, and what is this? We have another TARDIS on the inside. What's that all about? Well, if you watch Logopolis, you'll find out. Unless you've already seen this story, then you already know. Anyways, so here's a look at the front cover of the booklet that it comes with. And here's Nice little photograph of Tom Baker. It was a shock to realize that this is it. The finish, but the time had come. There we go. It's the end, but the moment has been prepared for, which is a lovely little reference to the Fourth Doctor's regeneration from Logopolis. Basically, behind-the-scenes info of the production of Season 18. Disc 1, which is the Leisure Hive, so there's some info right there. Artwork of Fourth Doctor, Romana and K9 in the beach from Part 1. There's one of those creatures that I forgot the names for, unfortunately. There's Meglos, Disc 2. This story was interesting because it brought back Jacqueline Hill, who previously played Barbara during the William Hartnell era, and she played a different character in this story. So really nice. And that was her final appearance in Doctor Who before she passed away in 1993, unfortunately. There's artwork of the Meglos disguised as the Doctor. There we go. More another photograph with Jacqueline Hill and Lala Word right there. Disc 3, which is Full Circle. Got some artwork of Adric and one of the swamp creatures from that story. And then there's Disc 4, which is State of Decay. Alright, there's some artwork from that story with that hand at the very end, which I heard was poorly done, and I remember seeing that story, and, I could kind of agree. Disc 5, which is Warrior's Gate, right there. Not really too sure what that's all about. Actually, now that I remember, I think there was a scene where they were in some sort of a kind of castle thing. Although I do need to rewatch it at some point, but anyway. Then we have Disc 6, Keeper of Traken. There's the Master played by Jeffrey Beavers, who, as if I know, is the only surviving actor from the classic series to play the Master. And speaking of which, there's Anthony Ainley, who played a character, I believe his name was Tremos in the story, before, unfortunately, the character was taken over by the Master and became the Master in the next story. Then there's artwork of Nyssa and Melkur. Disc 7, Logopolis, right there. Alright, there's some artwork of the Fourth Doctor, Tegan, and the Master. And then Disc 8, which is K9 and Company, the pilots of what was supposed to be the first spin-off of Doctor Who, but unfortunately never ended up being. And there's some artwork of Sarah Jane and K9 right there. And then, of course, Disc 8 includes some additional bonus material right there. Oh, there's Matthew Waterhouse right there, the actor who plays Adric. I believe this is is this where the I guess not. I wonder if that was the disc that had the Weekend with Waterhouse bonus feature, but I guess not. And there's a lovely little photograph of Tom Baker right there in a Season 18 red uniform, right there. Yes, so pretty awesome booklets. Definitely one of the prettier ones when it comes to its artwork. And now we have, speaking of artwork, the discs. And let's take a look at each of them individually, if I can get this angled right. There we go. So we have Disc 1, which is Leisure Hive. Disc 2, we have Meglos with basically Romana, Jacqueline Hill's character, and I believe that's supposed to be Meglos, I believe. We have Full Circle, Disc 3, with the Fourth Doctor and K9. State of Decay. I noticed that the Doctor and his companions are on a lot of these covers. Disc 5 is Warrior's Gate. Whoop. Excuse me. Disc 6 is, what is it? Oh yeah, Keeper of Traken. Whoop. Being fidgety today. Disc 7, Logopolis. Alright, there we go. And then the K9 Company and bonus content with Sarah Jane and K9 right there. If I can get the final disc out to show you. And there's Tom Baker's face from the Season 18 intro. Right there. Not really too sure what they were thinking with that face. Definitely not really the best face to use for an intro, but that's what they came up with, I guess. And it was Tom Baker's final season, so I guess at the end of the day it didn't really matter, but it was kind of a shame because that was the first season to have the very iconic and very wonderful, in my opinion, Peter Howell theme song. Anyways, that was about it for this Doctor Who Season 18 collection showcase. Really cool set. I did rewatch Leisure Hive a few months ago when I first got this. Definitely need to rewatch the other stuff at some point. But yeah, in terms of other sets, I do have 19, 22, and 23 on the way in the future, so I'll be doing videos of those shortly. And of course, season 20 itself is coming out in the near future, so as soon as that order comes in, I'll do a video on that. And in the meantime, I still need to get season 17 and 24 in this limited edition style, but that'll come in the nearby future. We'll see. But yeah, anyways, and speaking of, like, you know, limited edition sets, this one hasn't really been showing up on eBay a whole lot, and usually when it does, it's usually like at a ridiculous price. So yeah, if you want to get this, try to look for the cheapest price, I guess. But then again, there is a UK standard edition one, which, you know, contains similar artwork to this one. It contains a condensed version of the booklet, but it's in a much smaller packaging and has, you know, unlike the US version, it has the actual disc art. So anyways, with that tangent out of the way, that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more unboxings and other shenanigans on this channel. And this is Tyler from the Other Games channel, signing out.